Yo guys, Jonathan here, and I'm back with the best tech under 50. It's been a while, so drop a like if you're excited, and let me know if you want to see these monthly, and I will make that happen. Today though, I'm kicking it off with these, the Koss Porta Pro wired headphones, so it can be a little messy, but if you're looking for a wired pair of headphones, these are surprisingly good. Not gonna lie, when I first took these out of the box, when they are nice and compacted, that they were kind of like baby headphones, and I wasn't sure if they'd fit on my head because those look tiny, but once you extend them, you get them to their full potential. They actually fit surprisingly well. What I like about these is there's actually two comfort zones. There's a firm fit and then a light fit. So if you want them to hug your ears so you can get a really close listen to that sound, you can do that. Or if you want a more comfortable feel, switch it to light and it's going to be much lighter on your ears. Now I realize there are pretty much no phones out there right now that have a headphone jack aside from the Galaxy S9, so we picked that up. Or if you have an older phone or you rock a OnePlus, this might be the perfect partner in crime. And you're probably wondering about the sound quality because these look so tiny, you wouldn't expect the amount of bass that comes out of these guys. They look old school, they kind of give off like the Stranger Things retro vibe, which I really love. Honestly, they almost seem like the perfect combo for like a Walkman or something like that. So if you dig that retro look, these are gonna be perfect. And the more important thing is they sound good, really good for the price. They're lightweight, they're not gonna throw a ton of strain on your ears. And again, if you're looking for a wired pair of headphones, I would definitely check these out. So next up is this guy right here, the Cyber Acoustic Shasta USB microphone. I figure what better way to showcase how a microphone sounds than to use it for the video itself, and everything you are hearing right now is coming through the Shasta microphone. What I like most about this is, assuming you have a computer, it's going to give you everything you need out of the box to get going. It's USB powered, it also sends the audio into your computer through USB. You got this nice fancy mic stand. I'm not gonna touch it because I'm not gonna mess with the audio and screw with your ears, but let me know what you think of the quality with a comment down below. The one thing I will mention though is most likely from a distance, this thing looks like it's built really well, but it's not. It looks like it might be metal, but it's actually plastic all the way around. So in terms of durability, I'm not sure how long this is gonna last long term, but for the price is a pretty fantastic value. So whether you're a musician or you jumped on the Fortnite train and you wanna record and or stream your gameplay, do yourself and everyone else around you a favor. Don't yell into your computer mic and grab something like this. It's not gonna sound mind-blowing or absolutely amazing, but for the price, it does a damn good job. Link below.
When it comes to Switch accessories under 50 bucks, my absolute favorite has got to be this battery shell from OnTank. Now, I love using my Switch in portable mode, and there's nothing more frustrating than when you start seeing that battery light blinking. So with this guy right here, you're going to get over twice the playtime in handheld mode on a full charge. And while that alone is great, it has a couple other little extras as well. For instance, you got this double kickstand setup that is way better than the one that's built into the Switch itself. And there's a little storage compartment here where you can put 2 extra games for when you're on the go. So you got a couple options, especially if you don't have a case. Speaking of cases, while this thing does add a little bit of bulk to the Switch, definitely, it's actually still just small enough that it's going to fit in most carrying cases, no problem whatsoever. This thing is an absolute must-buy.
So next up is for those of you out there who shoot video, this is a crazy cheap but surprisingly awesome portable LED light that is currently under 40 bucks. Now I totally get it, it's super easy to get lost in fancy, expensive gear, but I wanted to take a minute to showcase that you can still make something really awesome, especially with a light like this. And in fact, you already watched an entire scene that was lit using only this light. This shot here that you just watched with Mr. Kevin Kenson was lit only using this single LED. To give you an example of how this looks, here's the light off, here is the light on with a little bit of diffusion, and to showcase how important diffusion is, here's that same light with no diffusion, which can get kind of nasty and a little harsh. Also, a huge shout out to Andrew for coming up with this crazy dustpan diffusion contraption rig for the lights. It really showcases that you can do a lot with a little bit, and whether you use that or you do something as simple as pin up some diffusion paper or use an umbrella, those are all great examples of what you can do with some really inexpensive lighting. Now what's cool with this light is that it's color temperature adjustable from 3300 Kelvin up to 5600. So I actually got it up there behind me, and this is at 3300 Kelvin acting as a warm little accent light, or a kicker they might say in the business. And it really showcases that you can either use it as your main source and your key light as we saw before, or use it to kind of complement and add some flavor to your video like I'm doing right now. Overall, it's built really well, and the only downside or my complaint with this is there's no power supply and the included battery doesn't last that long. So either buy a second or definitely add a power supply if you plan on shooting for extended periods of time. So next up is this, an electronic candle, which sounds silly but is actually awesome. It's better known as the Yeelight, which is a silly name, but you guys know I love lighting, whether it's a circle light, a lamp, anything that essentially adds eye candy to a video, and this definitely fits the bill. Right off the bat, what's awesome about this is that it's battery powered, so you're not stuck to a wall or to an outlet. In this case, we are clearly outside moving around with this, and the way you control it is either through rotating it, which is strangely satisfying. It almost feels like you're a caveman making fire, or you can control it through an app through Bluetooth, which is awesome as well. So if you're on your couch, maybe you're in the bath and you want to change how bright it is, but you can't reach the candle, you can do that. To get nerdy for a second though, this is actually rated at 1800 Kelvin, which is really warm. So it gives this really orangey glow off, which I think looks amazing in the background. So if you shoot video or you just want to add some ambience to your house, to your apartment, this thing is fairly inexpensive. It works on both Android or iOS, or if you just want to turn it yourself. That motion is probably going to get me demonetized. Either way, I would recommend this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and you are feeling like being awesome, smash that like button. This is Jonathan, and I'll catch you guys later.